Hey guys, okay, so it's been a while since I last made a decent guys, and today we are going to talk about the Crusader. I'm going to be completely honest, it was not one of the best classes to play, but I'm not gonna lie, I actually enjoyed putting this build together. To those of you that are new to the guides, I play solo PVE in Diablo Immortal, and I try to get builds together for all of you guys that enjoy the solo grind as much as I do. So in this video we are going to talk about the skills, the main gear, and then as well, last but not least, the legendary gems that we are going to use for this build. The build is not focused as much on auto attack, but more on the ability side, where the correct combo, nothing will stand in your way. With high HP and a lot of AoE damage output, this Crusader build is, most probably not gonna lie, one of the best builds I've made so far. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started. Okay, so the part you have to start with is the skills. Just to take note, all of these skills are going to be modified with the main gear set, and we're starting off with the primary attack. It is going to be Sacred Fire. It unlocks at level 34. It ignites the air with holy flames from your weapon. The first main skill that we are going to go with is Spinning Shield. You get that from the get-go at level 1. Hurl a Spinning Shield, inflicting damage to all enemies in its path, and it does return. The second skill is Consecration. It unlocks at level 20. Consecrate the ground around you, dealing damage to all nearby enemies. The third skill is Falling Sword, that unlocks at level 8. Impale your holy sword at the location where it deals damage to all nearby enemies. And then last but not least, the fourth skill is none other than Draw and Quarter, and this skill is going to be the main focus of the build. It is unlocked at level 15. Mount a Celestial Warhorse for a few seconds, dispelling all movement impairing effects, increasing your movement speed and replacing your primary attack. Now we get to the gear, the part that is going to modify this build into a beast. We start off with the head, Many-Eyed Aegis. The legendary trait of this head is your Consecration now moves with you. So instead of placing it down in one spot, you activate it, and as you run, it moves with you. Secondly is the chest, Berserker. Draw and Quarter periodically calls down a bombardment. So as you are on your Celestial Warhorse owning the world, you will see every now and then there is a little bit of a meteor that is falling down from the sky. Thirdly, we are going with the shoulders. Civicate's advantage, Draw and Quarter's duration is increased. Legs is going to be a Bladed Jambu. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Draw and Quarter mount becomes a fairy steed that burns the ground and enemies, but no longer drags the enemies. The main hand is going to be Blade Prison. Falling Sword now calls down 5 electrified swords in a formation around you. And then last but not least, for the last gear, is the offhand. It is Purveyance of the Wings. Purveyance of 10 wings, sorry. Spinning Shield now spirals around you and does not return. So you will see where Spinning Shield normally went just straight in a line and returns to you, it is going into a circle around you, dealing damage, doing AoE damage, but it does not return anymore. And now the third part. This part can honestly, it can depend on player to player. Like, it is not a must for the legendary gems. It's going to be the last part of the video as well, but I would suggest these gems to equip for your legendary gems. Berserker's Eye. It increased all damage you deal, but also it increased all damage you take. Chained Death. Increase the damage of your attacks per target hit. Everlasting Torment. Your critical hit inflicts agony. Each enemy afflicted with agony increases your attack speed. Lightning core, your primary attacks and movements slowly charge you up with electricity. When fully charged, your next primary attack will release chain lightning. Power and command, alternate states every 9 seconds. Power increase your primary attack damage and command increase your all other skill damage. And then the last legendary gem, the Black Rose. Each time you are attacked, you have a chance to summon vines that immobilize the attacker. The normal gens, you can honestly use anything that you will, but I would mainly suggest focusing on damage and HP, so it will be Ruby and Potency, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. And that is it. Here is the Tank Daddy Crusader build for you. I hope you guys find this build helpful. And with that, I'm leaving you with a little dungeon that I was under leveled for and still cleared it with ease. So you guys can see that this build is actually pretty decent. Thank you so much for the love and support on the builds and the channel, guys. I appreciate it a lot. Hope you have a lekker one.